Celebrity Cruise Lines' brand new ship is offering a new entertainment venue that's taking destination theming to a whole new level. If you have ever been to a cruise ship casino, you know that there is lots of smoking going on. And for gamblers who don't like smoking, well, there's a tension there because less smoking means less people in the casino, which means less revenue for the cruise line. Well, Royal Caribbean Cruise Line has introduced something that should make our casino friends, smoking and non-smoking, quite happy. Norwegian Cruise Lines has just dropped an announcement that's let the cruising industry know they are here to play big. They have just dropped a multi-billion-dollar deal to get some of the largest cruise ships in the world built. As a matter of fact, 4 are coming our way very soon. All this and more, let's swan dive right into it. Hello, everyone. It's Cynthia, your host. Welcome back to today's show. Today, I have 3 cruise news stories for you, and we're going to just jump right into them. We're going to start off our first cruise news story, headed over to Royal Caribbean. Now, we're going to talk about casinos. And if you've been to the casinos, you know that there's smoking going on. And for people who are non-smokers, it's always this struggle to have fun in the casino, but don't be overwhelmed by the smoke. And for the people who own those casinos who are looking to make profit, they have realized that banning smoking in their casinos, well, it just means lower profits for them. So there's this tension there of how do we keep everybody in that casino happy, smokers and non-smokers alike? The way that land-based casinos do this is they make a section somewhere in their building that's like for non-smokers. But the difference between a land-based casino and a cruise casino is, well, real estate. Land-based casinos, they have the space that they can make a place in their casino that's strictly for non-smokers, that might be away from the smoke with extra ventilation. They have that opportunity. Of course, cruise lines, they don't have all of that real estate to do that. So many cruise lines have introduced smaller venues that are non-smoking. But the issue is, non-smokers say, well, why do we have to have the smaller casino with less games and less tables? Why is that fair? Well, Royal Caribbean is listening to their consumers, and here is what they've decided to do. Freedom of the Seas, which is one of Royal Caribbean's smaller cruise ships, is getting a non-smoking casino. This non-smoking casino will be part of the dry dock that Freedom of the Seas will go into. The area that they will use for this non-smoking casino is Vintages, which is a wine bar. Now, the people over at Royal Caribbean have stated that even though Vintages is in the Royal Promenade, and sometimes the Royal Promenade can get very crowded, Vintages itself is usually not well used, with only a few people actually being inside of that venue. So they're going to use the space to turn it into a non-smoking casino. We don't have all of the information yet about how they will be transforming Vintages into the non-smoking casino, but we do know effective February 5th that this is what will take place aboard Freedom of the Seas. Now, for those ships that don't have a Vintages wine bar, and there are some in the Royal Caribbean fleet, we're not quite sure of what they will do yet, but I think that this will be a precursor, a look into seeing how effective this will be as a solution and how well it will be attended. I would love to hear your thoughts. Do you play in cruise ship casinos? Are you a smoker? Are you a non-smoker? And what are your thoughts about having a non-smoking casino aboard like Freedom Class or Voyager Class Royal Caribbean ships? Just to get started, I would love to know your thoughts. Please drop them down in the comments below. Our next cruise news story takes us over to Celebrity Cruise Lines. We're talking about the brand new ship, the Celebrity Xcel. This ship is scheduled to debut in November of this year, 2025. She's going to be sailing out of Fort Lauderdale, doing week-long trips to the Caribbean, Mexico, and the Bahamas. Celebrity Cruise Line fans were already excited about the brand new ship that will debut this year, but the information that has recently dropped has given them even more excitement. It's a brand new venue that will be aboard the ship, and it's called the Bazaar. The Bazaar will be a multi-deck space located at the rear of the ship. Every day in the Bazaar, they will offer a completely new feeling and a completely new environment based on the destination of the ship. This area will feature shopping, dining, entertainment, and activities, all themed around the area that the ship is currently in. Some of the ports that we're talking about, of course, are Mexico, the Caribbean, and the Bahamas. One of the venues will be called Mosaic. This is an open kitchen concept that will allow cruise passengers to taste various dishes that are inspired by the ports that they visit. This area is said to have floor to ceiling windows, so you can, of course, take in the scenery as you indulge in things such as rum tastings, chocolate pairings, hot sauce tastings, basket weaving demos, embroidery stations, and traditional Mexican leather hats. So there's all kind of activities that you will be able to experience in this authentic setting at the back here of this ship. So if you've ever sailed on a celebrity ship, you probably already know that area, the Eden area, which will now become the Bazaar. I would love to get your thoughts on this. This theme kind of destination area that changes. No 2 days will be alike, and you're able to partake of some of the authentic experiences of the areas that you're sailing to. I think it sounds pretty good. What are your thoughts? I'd love to hear from you. Drop it down in the comments below. I have one more cruise news story to share with you, and it's really big. But before I do, I'm inviting you to become a part of the family. All you have to do to become part of the Right Recipe for Travel family is tap down on that subscribe button. It costs you nothing, it's absolutely free, and it helps us out a bunch. And if you like our videos, please do like the video and tap down on the notification bell. That way, anytime we put out new videos, you're notified first. Thank you so much for your continued support of the channel. All right, let's get into this last cruise news story, which is all about Norwegian Cruise Lines. Norwegian Cruise Lines has just ordered 4 brand new ships. Now, these will be the largest in Norwegian Cruise Lines history. They will be some of the largest cruise ships at sea, rivaling the Royal Caribbean icon of the seas. Let's talk about it. This multi-billion-dollar deal, over $9 billion to be exact, has been penned between Norwegian Cruise Lines and Fincantieri Shipyard in Italy. Now, the delivery of these ships will be in 2030, 2032, 2034, and 2036. These ships will be big, 226,000 tons. They will have over 5,100 cabins that will allow up to 8,300 guests and passengers. For comparison, the icon of the seas, it is larger in gross tonnage at 250,800 tons, with a maximum passenger capacity of 7,600 or 5,610 if it's based on double occupancy. So you see how these Norwegian cruise ships are massively large and really coming for these Royal Caribbean ships. Norwegian Cruise Lines and Fincantieri Shipyard, well, they are no strangers to each other. The Norwegian Prima and the Norwegian Viva were both built by Fincantieri. The brand new Prima Plus class ship, the Norwegian Aqua, is set to debut in April of this year. Not only that, but they have 3 others currently in some kind of stage of design going on right now. So very busy for Fincantieri and very busy for Norwegian Cruise Lines. I would love to hear your comments. What do you think about these large Norwegian class ships? 8,300, that's a lot of passenger and crew. But on the other hand, that means that there would be plenty of new venues and shopping, dining, entertainment options that would have to be part of these large cruise ships. I'd love to get your thoughts on this. Please let me know. Drop it down in the comments below. That's it for the cruise news today. I thank you so much for joining us, and we will catch you at the next adventure.